Tonight, the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes are going to try to go to the Division V Final Four for the fourth consecutive year in a row. Standing in their way is a very young Douglas Tiger team. Welcome, everybody, to high school basketball action. Tim Morey alongside of Rick Boa for this Elite Eight matchup between the number 2 seeded Hoosac Valley Hurricanes and the number 7 seeded Douglas Tigers. And Rick, when you look at this Douglas team who comes in here at 17-5, you look at their roster, this is an extremely young ball club.
Well, Tim, when you texted me this morning and you said it's a battle of the youngsters, a very, very young team, a very up-and-coming team versus the champions, that's what the storyline's going to be about. I started doing some investigating work, and I asked for Douglas, Mass, and to get some other Douglas schools. And when I ever got here tonight and went to the scores table and talked to Tito Sneezek and got the roster, I could not believe how many 8th graders are on this team. And look how far they've gotten so far. And, you know, Tim, they've lost 5 games, but 3 of them were the number 1 seed Hopedale. They play in the same league, and in those games, of those 3 losses to Hopedale, they only lost 37-27, 31-25, and 33-31. So you're talking about the number 1 power-ranked team, the number 1 seeded team in D5 girls beating this Douglas team 3 times, but in all close ball games and all low scoring.
Absolutely, Rick. And you look at this Douglas team, their schedule, their results, they are a low-scoring team. They win their games holding the other team down defensively. And as you said, they come into this one 17-5 in Division V, and 3 of those losses, as you indicated, were to the number 1 seed Hopedale. And the last game they played Hopedale, they lost by 2 points. So this is a team that's going to present some problems for Hoosac Valley. Hoosac Valley, of course, they're kind of young themselves in a way, Rick. They start the 2 seniors, obviously Ashlyn LaShore, we'll talk about her a lot, and Emma Meswar, but they also start 2 freshmen and a sophomore.
Yeah, they're very, very young. And right from the get-go, when the 3 key seniors graduated last year, well, we were talking about the leadership and the scoring they were going to need out of Emma Meswar and Ashlyn LaShore, and they did. They came through. Reagan Shea, who came on last year as a 9th grader, has had an excellent season, and she's been a starter all the way through. But the freshmen are healthy. They're doing great. A bright future. Even 8th grader Gianna Whittick getting some time in key situations this year, in key contests. You know, they played enough now where those kids are varsity basketball players regardless of their year.
Right. And it's going to be a question, I think, Rick, as it usually is in these kind of circumstances. Can this young Douglas Tiger team stand up to the defensive pressure that Hoosac Valley is going to throw at them throughout the course of this ball game?
Well, I know that Hoosac Valley power ranked behind Hopedale at number 2. In my book, they're number 1, Tim, because to me, I'm sorry, maybe I'm very biased, there's nothing like a hard-fought Berkshire County team or a Western Mass team, even Pioneer Valley, and we'll see what they have. I mean, if they hung with Hopedale, does that mean that Hopedale didn't play a strong record? Well, I don't know, because they were power ranked high enough, so that tells me no.
Right.
So we'll have to see. They'll leave it all on the floor, but you know, you want to be the champs, you got to beat the champs, and it's not easy here in Cheshire.
Hey, especially, you're right, Rick. This is a good home court advantage. It's a tough place to play, the loud place to play, and we'll see what the Douglas Tigers can do here in this Elite Eight matchup here at Hoosac Valley High School.
Against the number 2 seed, your Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Fans, please note the MIA in Hoosac Valley promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and all spectators. We ask your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated or grounds for removal from the gym this evening. We ask that you please respect all players, coaches, officials, and game administrators. Let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate. Noisemakers, horns, bells, or whistles are also prohibited, resulting in removal from the gym this evening. On behalf of all of us with Hurricane Athletics, we thank you for your cooperation. We hope you'll enjoy tonight's contest. And now, let's meet our starters this evening. First, for the visitors from Douglas. At forward, a freshman, number 11, Edison Trudeau. At forward, a sophomore, number 22, Ari Delgado. At guard, an 8th grader, number 23, Maddie Hogan. At center, an 8th grader, number 25, Lily Ganomi. And at guard, a freshman, number 32, Jasmine Trudeau. The head coach of the Tigers is Ralph Quinn. And now, let's meet the starters for your Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. At forward, a freshman, number 5, Genevieve Lajes. At forward, a freshman, number 22, Sophie Wilson. At guard, a sophomore, number 21, Reagan Shea. At forward, a senior, number 12, Emma Messewer. And at guard, a senior, number 20, Ashlyn Lusher. The head coach of Hoosac Valley is John Frederick. Your officials this evening are Mike Rivers, Holly McGovern, and Jack Wood. At this time, fans, I ask you please rise, direct your attention towards the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Rick, we're just about ready to go here from Hoosac Valley in this Elite 8 matchup. Hoosac Valley's been here the last 3 years in a row, Rick. They're the defending Division 5 champions. I think one of the keys to the game here is the ability for Douglas to match the intensity and physicality of Emma Meswar.
Yeah, they haven't seen LaSure or Meswar, except maybe on some film, if they got a hold of some film. They're incredible. They're two-way players. They do everything. They assist. They play hard defense. Emma, she's on the floor a lot. There's a lot of kids that we call games that are like that, Tim. But for young ladies, it's getting more common all the time now for the girls to take offensive charges and to jump on the ball on the floor, and the scrappiness. And their pressure. We'll see how they can handle pressure. Sure, there'll be some tonight here.
That's a good point, Rick. Here we go. And that's the tip, and Douglas will have it first as they control that opening tip. And Jasmine Trudeau is going to run the point. The ball knocked out of bounds there. And Trudeau, a freshman, you're going to hear this a lot tonight. Freshmen and 8th graders for this Douglas Tiger Ball Club.
The center, Denomi, an 8th grader.
An 8th grader.
A solid 5'10".
And there she is. And she lost it. Goes over to Hoosac Valley. And the Tigers are going to drop back on defense, and it looks like they're going to settle into a zone here. 1-2-2. And there's Reagan. Shea, she misses it. And the ball on the floor and taken out of there by Douglas. Tied up by Meswar. She's going to take it to the basket. And
Wilson.
the rebound by Wilson.
Wilson had good position. She wasn't right under the hoop, but she was on the left wing. Got it, put it right back in off the
And
glass.
here comes Hoosac Valley now. They're showing that zone press. And they're going to call a 10-second violation. A little bit what we talked about, Rick.
They got the timeout, Tim.
No, they call a timeout.
Yeah, they got the
Yeah.
they got the timeout.
Yeah.
The coach asked Mike Rivers, "Give me timeout, please." He said, "I hate to." He's probably saying to himself, "I only get so many a game, and I rather not take one right now." But you don't want to give Hoosac Valley the momentum. They've already scored the first hoop, and
right. Yeah, that's an important aspect of this game. You want to stay in the game, keep it close. It looks like Douglas is going to settle into that zone defense, so they're going to have to combat the pressure of Hoosac Valley.
it's going to be there until Coach Frederick pulls it off, and I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Well, Rick, let's hope this one matches up with a couple of games you've done.
Oh, we've done some wonderful games this year.
The Lee Jury game the other night was an overtime thrower. Of course, the Jury and Hoosac boys the other night, all great athletic contests.
Yeah, we picked some real beauties. Very, very good, hard-fought, close ball games all season long.
And there's Douglas trying to get the ball into DeLome. And she's going to dribble it. And there's a shot.
Blocked by LaSure. You can't take your time with this Hoosac Valley team. If you're going to get an open shot, you're going to have to get that look, and you're going to have to shoot it. They're going to swat it away.
There's DeLome out top. And they're going to call a travel.
Yeah,
there.
good call.
Yeah. Delome took her left hand there. Here comes LaSure. Now we're showing a little bit of a zone press. And there's the foul there by Delame. Just an 8th grader is Lily Denami. Just an 8th grader.
Their future's bright with this varsity program.
No question about it. And there's Wilson out along the baseline. And now we're bound to a man-to-man now. Douglas is going to go to that man-to-man. Wilson for a long three-pointer. Doesn't go. And it's going to go over to Douglas.
Good to see Sophie out there. She battled some injuries this year. And as did senior Maren Capiello. But
okay,
the bench has come through.
Trudeau. Thought about it for a minute.
Nice drive to the hoop.
And score it there. Addison Trudeau, the freshman. And we're tied at 2 apiece.
Two freshmen and 2 8th graders in the starting lineup, as you said, Tim.
Sure, thought about it for a minute. Going to go to the left hand. Score. Nice left hand there by LaSure. And those scores allow Hoosac Valley to set up that zone press. Almost done. Numbers. Rebound there. Ahead to LaSure. She's going to take the three-pointer. Thought about it for a minute. And
some good looks early on the threes, but the Hoosac kids haven't connected yet.
5:46 to go here in this first quarter, and it's Hoosac leading 4-2. And again, they continue to show the press, and Wilson up top now. Nice zone press. And a three, just a two-pointer.
That's Trudeau for a second hoop.
Yep, she's got 4 points now. We're tied at 4 apiece.
Meswar in the post calling for the ball.
And a long set doesn't go by Shea. And here comes Douglas. And Denami will set the offense out top, the big 8th grader. And there's a good pick by Danami. Doesn't
Won't go.
Almost. And here comes Shea.
Nice drive. Their initial drive to the hoop was good.
And they're going to call a foul there on the way in. And that's going to go against Trudeau. And that's a second team foul for Douglas here with 4:48 to go in this first quarter. We're tied at 4 apiece here in this Elite Eight matchup between the 7th-ranked Douglas Tigers and the 2nd-seeded Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. Backdoor pass tipped away, stolen there by Douglas. And
pass
the ball
intended
thrown away. Yeah.
For Denomi, a little bit too strong over her head.
Yep. So with the turnover, goes back to Hoosac Valley, and there's this zone press. And that's broken there. Shea down the lane, shot goes up, nothing there. Here comes Douglas. They're looking to push the action, that's for sure.
Nice screen there by Denomi.
Oh, that's a beauty, a three-pointer there by Jasmine Trudeau. And it's a 7-4 Douglas lead.
I'm assuming they're sisters, Tim.
Yep. We don't know, but we're making
Well, they're both 9th graders.
And it's sagging man-to-man. Doesn't go. Sophie Wilson with a rebound. There's a Jess. Her shot does not go.
Got a foul on National Shore, I think, over the back.
Yep.
Great box out there by Douglas.
And we're going to get our first substitution here coming in for Hoosac Valley. Gianna Whittick, the 8th grader, and Genevieve Jess will take a seat. And Whittick out top on that press, and there's a turnover. Oh, nice pass there. And a shot block. Good defense by Douglas. Oh, stolen right back. And the ball's going to stay with Hoosac Valley.
That action was fast and furious. Those kids were fighting for that ball.
Absolutely.
And again, as we've said so many times, they're so young.
And they're looking for Meswar. And there she goes to the basket. And she's going to get a foul shot there.
She's got that knack. We say it often, Tim, in a lot of the games that we do, both boys and girls. She's got the knack to draw that foul.
Yeah, that foul is on Jasmine Trudeau, number 32. That's her first. That's a 3rd team foul for Douglas here with 3:08 to go in this first quarter. And Emma Meswar gets in the scoring column with that free throw. Good free throw to her shooter.
She's a very high percentage free throw shooter. Lexi Thiebaud, number 24, another 8th grader into the game for Douglas, replacing Ari Delgado.
7-6 here, Douglas. Ball will stay with Douglas there. Good effort by Meswar on that zone press. 3:01 to go. First quarter. Douglas leads by 1. 7-6. LaShore out top, playing man-to-man against Trudeau.
In and out.
Didn't go. Meswar with the rebound. Good defensive set there for the Hurricanes. Inside the Wilson.
I think, that's a good call by Mr. Wood. That's
I think it was, on the floor before the shot. Yes, Wilson had the inside position there, Rick. So Hoosac Valley inbounds underneath their own basket here. They trail by a point, 7-6. And Reagan Shea's going to kick it out. And there goes Meswar down the lane, score. Oh, boy,
Nice
move.
soft touch from the lane by Emma.
Yeah, nice move there by Meswar. Hoosac now has the lead, 8-7. And there's that press. There's a shot.
Blocked from behind.
Yeah, and Reagan Shea clears it away to Wilson. There's Reagan Shea. Shot doesn't go. And here comes Douglas on the rebound. Lexi Thibault handling the ball for Douglas, just an 8th grader, and you're going to hear that. Oh, that's a nice drop down. Doesn't go. Sophie Wilson with the rebound. Had them.
Oh, nice defense
Good
there.
break up there.
It's going to be Hoosac ball.
And it's going to go over to Hoosac here with a minute 23. Fast-paced action.
Yeah,
Rick.
very fast-paced and very physical. This is great girls varsity basketball. It's at its best.
And now LeSure is going to set this Hoosac offense here. Ten seconds on the shot clock. And there's Wilson. Her shot doesn't go. Does not get any rim. Oh, they're going to call a foul on the floor.
It's going to be on Emma Meswar.
Emma Meswar. All right. It's going to go against Meswar.
They're battling for position.
Yeah, 58 seconds to go. That's her first foul. So we'll watch that. And Thibault to Trudeau. It's a nice press break there.
There's a three. Short.
And that doesn't get anything, so it's going to go over to Hoosac Valley. 44 seconds to go in this opening period. Hoosac Valley with a 1-point lead. 8-7. Nice crowd on hand here at Hoosac Valley for this Elite 8 matchup. Yeah, Shea escapes. Meswar's going to take a three. Count it. Oh, boy. Emma Meswar. And she's got 7 points here already in this first quarter. And Whittick on a lot of pressure.
Nice move, just won't go.
Doesn't go. And they're going to call a travel there.
She saw Ashlyn LeSure ahead, streaking to the hoop, tried to get her the baseball pass, but traveled.
10 seconds to go here, so Douglas has a chance to take the last shot here in this opening quarter. Ball almost stolen. Here's Denami.
Block by LeSure.
Doesn't go. Good box out there by Wilson. And that's going to do it, Rick, for the first quarter action here at Hoosac Valley. And the Hurricanes have the 4-point lead, 11-7. But fast-paced, competitive first quarter between these two squads, Rick.
Yeah, very much. It's going to be, can they handle the pressure? And it's been 50-50 right now. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't.
Right.
But Coach Frederick's going to keep the pressure on. It's going to take longer to get across the 10-second line, and it's harder to set up half-court offense. And you could see why maybe Douglas plays so many games, low-scoring games.
Right. Yeah, they're a pretty good defensive squad based upon the scores throughout the course of the season that we've been able to see. And, they rarely, in fact, they have not in this season, they have only given up more than 40 points a couple times. So they keep low-scoring scores, that's for sure. Of course, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for tonight's broadcast of MIAA Tournament Action. Our producer and camera person, Peter Gentile. Preston the service. He's doing overtime duty lately.
Well, we did a game of the week for most of the season, but when it's crunch time and it's March Madness, We are here at Channel 1302 to bring you the coverage.
Okay, Hoosac Valley will start with the ball first here to start this second quarter. Reagan Shea. And rebounding action on the floor.
Yeah,
And
we're going to
gonna
get a
call
foul on
that
Sophie
against
Wilson. Yeah. I saw him get tangled up. I don't see a foul myself, but
That's her
fans
first.
didn't like it.
Yeah, that's her first call, first foul of the ball game. Wilson big out front. She's tall, causes a lot of problems out front. Oh, ball almost stolen away.
All the way to the hoop. Wilson get the roll.
Score it. She got the roll. Lexi Thibault. It's 11-9. Meswar thought about it. The floater down the lane. Score it. Oh, and
she uses the glass.
She's got 9 points, leads all scorers here. Oh, there's almost a steal out front. A lot of action. And there's a 10-second violation.
There's the turnover. That's what they're looking for. And we got a timeout, I believe, called by Douglas.
Oh, they called another
With
timeout.
7:03 left in the second. Hoosac's opened up their biggest lead. Hasn't been a big one, but it's the biggest of the night at 13-9.
All right,
Tim, I've actually we're not here to be scorekeepers, but I show MMS with 11 of the 13.
Let's see.
And I show a hoop. I show a hoop for.
Well, Wilson had the first one, and LaSure had one, so that for sure.
All right, maybe I gave Emma one that she didn't.
All right. Yeah.
There we go. All right, that's fixed. Thank you, Tim.
Yes. All right. And the winner of tonight's ball game goes to the Final Four. And I don't have the bracket with me,
It's
Rick.
going to be the winner of St. John Paul. And I said it 100 times tonight.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But I know that in the other side, there's number 1 Hopedale, number 4 Lennox, and number 5 Renaissance.
Right. Well, let's take a look at it here if I've got it. I thought at one point I did.
It's Maynard.
Maynard, that's right.
It's Maynard and St. John Paul.
All right.
They'll get the winner.
All right, Douglas inbound the ball. They called timeout just before the 10-second violation. And that's a good press break there. There's Delhomme.
Nice drive to the hoop.
Doesn't get it to go. Here comes Meswar. Hoosac Valley got the breakout. A nice pass ahead to LaSure. And she's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Very unselfish. This is a good passing basketball team.
Oh, very much.
We've mentioned this on a couple of occasions. They pass the ball, very unselfish.
They don't turn the ball over that much. It's not too many forced passes, not a lot of bounce passes that can be picked off.
And LaSure gets the first. And she misses the second. 14-9, Hoosac Valley, 5-point lead here. Opening moments here of this second quarter.
They're trying to get Delhomme into the game, but had issues.
Oh, good move inside. Good block there by Delhomme. A lot of contact. They let it go. And Hoosac Valley like to pick up the pace and turn this into a fast-paced game. That's for sure. And there's Delhomme with the left hand, and that's
She traveled.
Yeah, that's a travel there by the 8th grader. Boy.
Yeah, she physically does not. She could. If you told me she was on a women's college basketball team, I would tell you she'd be a first year.
Right. She's a very big girl.
Great size,
yes.
that young lady.
Yeah. And here's LaSure. And there's it is. Up and score it by LaSure. And she's got a shot for a three-point play there. Nice offensive set
They
there.
are taking it to the hoop. That lane's been open for most of the night for the Hurricanes.
Right. And uncharacteristic of LaShore, she missed the second one. And score it. Three-pointer there.
That's true, though. That's her second three of the night, Tim.
That's a big shot for Douglas. They needed that to break that run by Hoosac Valley. 16-12, Hoosac Valley. 5:32 to go in this first half. And they were looking for Meswar on the block there. Kicked out of bounds.
Meswar wanted the ball. She was open.
Meswar. Long three-pointer, doesn't go. And there's a nice rebound by Denami. And Douglas has a breakout, got numbers. And there's a double dribble. They're going to call it. And that's a good call.
It was a good call.
Yeah, that was a good call. Yeah, she dribbled the ball with both hands.
Douglas is trying so hard to get to the hoop. They've gotten some decent shots off. They've been contested, but they haven't fallen. Their outside shooting's been fairly good, though.
Yes. And there's a foul there. Denami, a push. They were looking for LaJess there on the block, on the elbow. That's her spot.
That's going to be 3 team fouls on Douglas here in
That's
the
the
second
second
quarter.
on Denami. That's a question for. Oh, there's an inbound score and one. Oh, that's a nice inbound play there.
It was atypical because we're used to seeing Genevieve go on that left side.
Yeah, as a left-hander, you're right,
Yeah.
Rick. She came down the right side. And now they're going to go to their bench here, as that's the second foul on Maddie Hogan. A little bit of foul trouble here. Sophie Wilson comes out and Whittick back in for the Hurricanes. So, and adjust with the free throw. 19-12, Hoosac Valley, 4:57 to go here in this first half. Again, Hoosac Valley with that zone press, showing it. Ball stolen away by LaShore. Nice play there. Down to LaJess. Oh, what a play. LaShore to LaJess.
Nice lay-in, good pressure.
Yeah, again, unselfish basketball. Hoosac Valley starting to pick up that pressure. Ball tipped
Another
and
steal.
stolen by Meswar. Finds Whittick in the middle. And foul. Oh, this is going to be a big call, Rick.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That could be her third foul. Let's take a look at it. I think it's her third. We'll see. Boy, this is going to be a big call if it is.
2.
No, it's 3.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
they just changed it.
Oh, boy, that's a big, big call there. And now
That foul was not questionable.
Now, and Douglas now, they've got to make a decision here. Do they take her out with 4:28 to go? And Whittick rolls it home. And Hoosac Valley going to shoot fouls the rest of the way, Rick, here with 4:28 to go.
Wow. They're in the driver's seat right now. I know it's very early in the ball game, but they got a 10-point lead. And they'll be at the line for 4.5 minutes. That's pretty incredible.
Just, boy, the 8th graders for both teams here showing up. 23-12.
6 out of 7 for the night for the Hurricanes so far from the line. The floater won't go.
Oh, nice box out by Meswar to Shea. There's Whittick all alone, Rick.
Shea gets it, though.
And Douglas clears it out. They have the ball, and they're on the move. Oh, ball kicked away. Here comes LaShore. back the other way. Meswar thought about it with the floater. Doesn't go.
That's the first floater I think she's missed tonight.
Yeah. Oh, stolen away. And scores. Oh, what effort by LeJeff.
Nice steal. Meswar puts it in.
25-12 here. 3:20 to go in the first half. This is a danger zone for Douglas. Another turnover. There's LeJeff down the lane. Doesn't get it to go. And that's a break for Douglas. And they've got to survive this run, Rick.
Yeah, they're in a nice run right now.
Ariel LaChance out top, on top, and they're going to call a foul there.
Oh, yeah, kind of caused by the floor, quite frankly, but I think Gianna Whittick's going to pick it up.
Yeah. It was 8th grader on 8th grader there. LaChance and Whittick playing each other. And Whittick will pick up her first foul. That's the second on the team here with 2:56 to go in the first half. Hoosac Valley with the 12-point lead, 13-point lead, 25-12. Backdoor play, good play. Doesn't go, and it stays with Douglas.
Yeah, Lexi Thiebaud was streaking to the hoop. Just couldn't get it to her. Nice run the Hurricanes are on right now.
Oh, boy. That's going to go over to Hoosac Valley.
They're
Nice.
they're definitely succumbing under the pressure right now. Not pressure of the ball game, pressure of the defensive pressure.
And it's also an issue with their center, Danami, out of the game. That's a big loss for Douglas at this point. Just an 8th grader, but she provides a lot of presence underneath the basket for Butler, and she's sitting with 3 fouls. So, oh, there's a leak out there for Douglas. Could not get it. Nice shot there. Look at the basket. And a tie-up. It's going to be on a jump ball. It's going to stay with Douglas.
Sophie Wilson going to check back in, giving Reagan Shea a little breather. She's played every minute, I think, so far.
Yep.
Well-deserved break.
Right. Nice shot from the corner. Doesn't go. And Meswar ever present on the boards for Hoosac. There's LaSure down the line with the floater. Score.
Oh, my goodness. Nice baseline floater. Those aren't easy. You really want to use Glassman. You're in a position where you can't do it. She just put it up and she got it.
27-12 now. Hoosac Valley, they are on a run. And they're showing that press. Doesn't go. And Meswar comes away with it. And ball tracked down. Meswar on the floor. She's shaken up on the play.
She hit that floor awful hard, too. And she's a tough kid.
Oh, boy.
She's the toughest girl player we cover, bar none.
Yeah, there's no question about it. No question about it. She's asking to come out. She is just exhausted and shaken up on a play, and Reagan Shea is going to come into the ball game for Hoosac Valley. Yeah. You don't see her ask out very often.
Never, ever.
But she is just exhausted. So she's on the bench now for Hoosac Valley. Sure, Hoosac Valley moving the ball well against that zone and tied up, and the ball will stay with Hoosac Valley on the arrow. 1:16 to go in the first half. It's a 15-point Hoosac Valley lead, 27-12.
Tim, I'm going to guess they haven't seen the physical type play all season long until they saw that.
There you go. There's a three-pointer there. And they needed that from Delgado to break that run. We're under a minute to go here in this first half. 27-15. There's LaSure from way out. A rebound is run down. It's going to stay. Let's see. It's going to stay with Hoosac Valley.
Picking up all the loose balls.
Yeah.
Diving on the floor. Good passing, good boxing out. Tough defense. This is their style.
Shea down the lane to Luchess. The shot doesn't go.
It's going to stay right there.
Going to stay with Hoosac Valley on the tip out. So Hoosac Valley gets another shot at it. There is LaShore. Doesn't get it to go. Had a lot of time, really. 38 seconds to go. Hold on, there's going to be a substitution.
Hannah Lord getting her first action of the night.
Yep. And they're going to call a travel. Another turnover. A lot of pressure. Very difficult here for Douglas. You can practice it, but till you see it, Rick, we said it many times before, it's tough.
Yeah, how do you break it?
And Hoosac Valley now can virtually play for the last shot of this first half. Hannah Lord going to shoot it up and score it.
She stuck with it.
She stayed with it.
Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and the ball's got to roll the right way.
Yeah. And we're going to see it goes back to Hoosac Valley here. With 13 seconds, they can take the final shot of this first half. 10 seconds to go now. And there's Whittick. And it doesn't go, and that's going to do it for the first half here at Hoosac Valley. The score at halftime. Hoosac Valley 29 and Douglas 15 in a fast-paced, hard-fought game here in this first half, Rick.
The girls have worked so hard. A lot of minutes by the starters. Coach Frederick's gone to the bench, but not for many minutes, that's for sure. Like you said, Emma Meswer never asked to come out of a ball game, but she hit that floor so hard. And she's just been.
Yeah, she was shaken up there, Rick, and that's something we're going to have to watch. That's a big issue for Hoosac Valley. She's such a big part of this Hoosac Valley ball club.
We talk about the physical play of a lot of these Berkshire teams and Western Mass teams, is led by the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, in my opinion. And unless you've seen it, and you have to deal with it, and they are young. You know, both teams are young, so making no excuses on either end. Douglas a lot younger, still a promising program they have down there.
Right.
But when you see the champs, and that's it, and yes, of course there were 3 top graduating seniors last year, but they find a way to get kids to play, to step up. And if there was anything that didn't go Hoosac Valley's way in the first half, it was the 3-point shooting. It wasn't typical Hurricane 3-point shooting. Other than that, I give them an A.
Okay, we're going to step away here now at halftime with the score. Hoosac Valley 29 and Douglas 15. We'll be back to recap the first half and bring you second half action in this Elite 8 matchup here at Hoosac Valley. All right, we're back here at Hoosac Valley at halftime with the score. Hoosac Valley 29 and Douglas 15. And Rick, let's run down the scoring here for the first half.
Okay, it's pretty easy to do, Tim. Not a lot of scoring by the Douglas Tigers. They were led by freshman Jasmine Trudeau. She knocked down a couple of threes, so she's got 6 points. 4 for Addison Trudeau, the other freshman. I knocked down a couple of field goals. Ari Delgado with a 3 for 3 points and a bucket for Lexi Thiebaud. And that's it. 3 threes and 3 twos, and they've got 15 points. For the Hurricanes, Emma Meswer, who got off to a great start, has 11. She's already in double figures. 7 for Ashlyn Shore, 5 for Genevieve Legesse, and 2 apiece for Gianna Whittick, Sophie Wilson, and Hannah Lord for their 29.
For Douglas, Rick, we pointed out foul trouble there for their center, the 8th grader,
Lily Denomi, yeah, she's got 3 personal
Lily
fouls.
Denomi, the 8th grader, she's got 3 fouls, so she had to sit part of that second quarter. And for Hoosac Valley, late in the second quarter, their outstanding senior co-captain Emma Meswar went down with a little bit of injury, shaken up. She looks to be okay. Looks like she's gonna be able to play. She's getting ready to come back into the ball game, and here we go. Hoosac Valley with a 14-point lead. They are 16 minutes away from the potential of a 4th consecutive trip to the Final Four in Division 5 and a chance to defend their Division 5 championship.
Also being played tonight, Tim, is going to be Lennox and Renaissance. So one of those 2 teams will go home tonight. One team is undefeated, the other team with 1 loss. Well, referee Harley McGovern's got the ball. She's about to give it to Maddie Hogan, and we'll start the second half here from Hoosac Valley High School. The Hurricanes leading 29-15 over the Tigers of Douglas. The number 2 seed versus the number 7 seed.
Well, where are you at right now?
Nice drive to the hoop. We got to travel. Sometimes when it's too good to be true, something happens. Emma Meswar put the ball in play for the Hurricanes. Gets it to the short, back to Meswar. There's a steal. Stopping the pop for the free throw line is no good. Rebound is up and in.
Yeah, that's a good start there
That's
for
Steve-O.
Douglas.
One too many passes, and it's intercepted by Meswar.
On the line.
But Emma was on the end line.
Yep, on the line there, Rick.
Yeah,
So
they should have gone up with that first shot.
that's a good start for Douglas. They have to come out more aggressive, and they are. And they're giving Hoosac Valley a little bit of taste of their medicine.
Almost thrown away, but it's saved,
Yeah, that's
saved
a
by Trudeau.
big series there. Long three-pointer. It doesn't go. And there's Denomi. And she doesn't convert. But LaJess with the rebounding action. Oh, boy. Bashore straight away. There's the foul. Score it there by
Shea.
Yep, nice basket. That's her first basket of the ball game. And there's that. Nice press
Beautiful
break there.
pass. And that's going to be the first points for Lily Denome, Tim.
Yeah, she was the high scorer for them in there. Oh, there's.
Nice bounce pass to Wilson.
Yeah, beautiful job there. All right, 33-19 Hoosac Valley, 6:30 to go here in the opening moments of this third quarter of action. Both teams picking up the action. Almost stolen away there by LeSure. Well, you can see Douglas, Rick, they're trying to speed up the action here, pressing a little bit more.
Yeah.
They got to get back into this ball game.
Yeah, they got to get it. They're not going to get it in one whack. They got to take small bites here. We'll see how they do.
In low to Denomi. That's a wild shot. Being played by Meswar very well. Meswar stepped back. Doesn't go. And there's the rebound. Step back. Doesn't go. And here comes Hoosac Valley now. LeSure. Good crossover dribble down the lane. And she's on the line. It's going to go with Hoosac Valley. Boy, fast
Nice shot
pick.
by Ashland, taking
Yep.
that coast to coast.
And they are going up and down this floor. Both teams.
Nice drive by Shea. She lays it in.
Yeah. Reagan Shea. She's now scored 4 points here in this third quarter.
She had a nice open lane.
all the way, Denami. Nice. That's her second bucket.
Yeah, they're trying to get her going, Tim.
Yeah, she's got 4 points all here in this third quarter. And they're going to need her.
But they got to get some stops, too. You can't match baskets.
Nice, a Meswar. Oh, nice move.
That's what I like about Emma. She can play inside, outside so well.
Yeah. And they're going to call foul. I think that's going to go against.
That's 4.
Oh, boy, that's a big call there. That's a big call. 37-21 here with 16-point lead for Hoosac Valley with 4:50 to go in this third quarter. And they're going to have to ride with her. They need her in the lineup. There's Shea, steps back. Doesn't get the three-pointer. And there's Meswar. And they're pressing right on, even on rebounds, Rick.
They're trying to stop the flow here.
Right. Look at this shot. Doesn't go. And a good box out.
Yeah, 3 white jerseys there for the Hurricanes to pull on that rebound.
Look at this
nice
pass. Oh, doesn't go. Everything but the basket. And they're going to put her on the line. Everything but the basket there. Ashlyn LaShore.
As expected, the 2 seniors really taking charge of this ball game.
Right. 37-21, Hoosac Valley here. It's a 16-point lead, 4:09 to go here in the third quarter.
Ashlyn was 1 for 2 from the line in the first half. She'll get a couple here. Well, to say the least, the Douglas coach was not happy with that last foul on his
Yeah,
center.
I mean, it's a tough situation. A big call against Denami. I mean, there's a lot of contact. The question is, could they let it go?
It's a 3 from the wing.
There it goes. It's good there.
That's Hogan.
Hogan.
It's their first basket of the night.
And they needed that. 39-24. Here's Wilson from the corner. Her shot doesn't go. It's a 15-point Hoosac Valley lead here.
Stop and a pop.
Meswar comes
Douglas
out.
is getting better looks now than they did in the first half.
Oh,
beautiful
what a
bounce
pass
pass.
by Wilson to Meswar. What a play. Tipped away. Boy, what an outstanding pass there by Wilson. She has those long legs, Rick. She really runs the floor very well.
Yeah, she does. She's very few strides to get down from one end to the other.
All right, Jasmine Trudeau. Long three-pointer. No.
Nice
That's
offensive
shot.
rebound.
That doesn't go. And it's going to go over to Hoosac Valley.
Yeah, I thought Genevieve might have knocked it out, but it didn't go that way.
Right. And Whittick into the game for Sophie Wilson. Nice job by the freshman. Douglas trying to press. Cross to Whittick. Long three-pointer. Ew, doesn't go, but Meswar clears the boards to Shea. That doesn't go. And that's good.
Nice box out there by Hogan.
In the land of the Giants.
Yeah, and little Gianna Whittick's going to pick up her second.
Got a smile on her face there. She was in the land of the Giants on that one.
2:43 left in the third. 17-point lead here for the Lady Hurricanes.
And Hoosac Valley now backs off a little bit. And they settle into a 1-3-1 zone. This is the first time we've seen this tonight. Almost stolen away. Oh, LaShore. She intercepted that pass.
She read it perfectly.
Yeah. A lot of experience there.
11 points tonight for the senior.
Yep. No good there over the back. Boy, that's
going to be on Delgado, number 22.
43-24, Hoosac Valley with a 19-point lead. 2:08 to go here in the third quarter. Into the game, Isabella Close, number 24 for Hoosac Valley. And Reagan Shea going to sit down and take a break here. They are working so hard. There's Whittick up ahead to Close. There it is into Meswar. Up and under. Score.
How do you stop it?
I don't know, Rick. It's Meswar.
She never ceases to amaze us, Tim.
Plays way bigger than she is.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And there's another set. And there's Meswar. Picks up the steal. Going to go coast to coast. Doesn't go.
Little contact there, no call.
She was on the end line. Minute 28 to go.
She's got the basketball mentality like her brothers had.
Right. And Douglas is going to call a timeout here as Hoosac Valley has opened up a 19-point lead with a minute 28 to go. The defending Division V champions. And we got some of the Jury Boys players in the house here. Rick, of course, they got a big one tomorrow afternoon at Jury.
They got a big one against Boston English, the number 5 versus the number 4. Jury they're lucky they got the 4, so they got the home game.
Well, they earned it. They played a tough schedule throughout the year. They're going to play Boston English, and of course, we had the privilege the other night of doing that great one up at Jury between Jury and Hoosac Valley. It was a classic matchup. Jury on the winning end of that one, 50-47, but it was a thriller.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a lot closer than the game previously, 2 weeks before up at Drury. I could just sense it. And, in that first ball game, Jorge Bon and Sam Mormon had humongous games of 27-24. And then for Hoosac Valley, Moynihan, Wicks, and Bradley all had double figures, but were held low. And I knew it was going to be a much closer game. Coach Robinson and Coach Rosette had 2 weeks to make adjustments, and it went right down to the wire, and as we thought it might. Good game to call.
And they're going to call a foul. Foul on number 5. They're going to call a holding foul on Legesse. And that's the second team foul. First on Legesse this tonight. A minute 21 to go here. And Hoosac Valley has settled into that 1-3-1 zone. And they get the rebound on the missed shot.
They got some young kids that have some ball handling skills, Tim.
Right. And I think they're going to call a foul on Meswar there with 52 seconds to go here in the third. That'll be her second, I believe. And that's the third on the team. Now they actually called that on Isabella Close. So and there's a nice stride to the basket all the way.
Nice strong move.
Beautiful there by Ariel LaChance. Again, an 8th grader. And Legesse is on the line. And that ball's going to go over to Douglas. 35 seconds to go here. It's a 19-point Hoosac Valley lead, 45-26.
They're battling in that post.
They certainly are. Oh, there's a steal by Whittick. Wow. Wow. Well, actually, she ran into her own player. Ball on the floor. Wild action here. And 0.6 seconds to go.
Wow.
And it's going to go to Douglas. Wow, wild
Catch and
sequence
shoot, and that's
there.
all they can do. Can't even put it on the floor, Tim.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter of action here at Hoosac Valley. The Hoosac Valley Hurricanes have opened up a 19-point lead. They lead it here 45-26, Rick, and it was fast-paced action. And actually, Douglas looked like they wanted to try to speed up the game, and Hoosac Valley was more than willing to accommodate them.
Yeah, and this is a very good young Douglas team, but these are the defending champs, and they're on their home floor, and they've got the experience, and they're showing them the style of basketball that's gotten them into this dynasty over the last 12 years or so. And this is Hoosac basketball. We've witnessed this, Tim, year after year after year. We're used to it. They're not used to it.
Right.
But I got to tell you, the Hoosac Valley team is just a little bit more physical tonight because maybe they have to, because it's full court pressure both sides. But if you look away from the basketball and because you're calling the game tonight, I get the opportunity to look away a little bit. The battling underneath for position, the girls pushing each other around, is pretty exciting to watch in girls basketball.
Yeah, there is been an aggressive game.
They have the mentality. You've got to start from your head down. Your skills will take over, your athleticism will take over, but it's in the head and in the gut, I guess.
All right. Hoosac Valley have the ball first to start this fourth quarter. 8 minutes away from a trip to the Final Four if they can hold on to this 19-point lead. I'm sorry. And here's a short. And they're going to call a travel there on Shea.
Well, both LaSure and Shea gave up threes to either pass or penetrate. Sometimes it works, that time it didn't.
There it is from the corner.
That's Hogan. That's her second three
Yep.
in the second half.
And there's a good ball work.
Oh, great. I was just going to say that, Tim. Great ball movement.
Up and under. Doesn't go. Everything but the basket there. Excellent.
So many deflected passes and steals by the Hurricanes.
Wilson backs it out. We're going to run some clock here. They've got the 16-point lead, 45-29. The clock is their friend here. There's Wilson in the corner. 7 on the shot. All right, there's down the lane on the rebound. Nice hard rebound there by Hogan. And here comes Douglas. Denami with the rebounding action.
Yeah, one of the few offensive rebounds she was able to secure tonight, Tim. Couldn't get it to go, but she'll get 2 shots at the line.
And she'll go to the line. She's going to shoot a pair. They've held her down tonight. 4 points. She was the leading scorer in the Douglas win against Narragansett the other night. Yeah, she's...
Tim, I got that. It was the first free throw, not made, the first free throw period by the Douglas team tonight.
That's right. I do as well, Rick.
1 out of 2.
And on the tie-up, going to stay with Douglas. 45-30, Hoosac Valley, 6:20 to go here.
Hoosac's going to run clock regardless of what happens here on this possession.
Step back 3, doesn't go. Denami on the board. Score it on the putback. So she's starting to...
All 7 of her points here in the second half.
Hoosac Valley content to run clock here.
Yeah, they're going to let them run the clock, too. They're going to take it one possession at a time. Nice feed to LaJess.
Everything but the basket. And that's a big miss. Danami banks it for 3. That's a big one.
Got it down to 10 points.
That's 45,
and we got a foul on
35.
Maddie Hogan.
Yep.
And I believe that may be her third.
45-35 now. They're on a run of their own here, Douglas. Here comes Meswar. Oh, what a pass to Wilson. Score it.
Well, there goes the
that's a
momentum, if you have any at all.
Wow. What a great pass. Rick Meswar to Wilson. And that's the 6.4 Wilson. She's got a chance for the 3-point play. Doesn't get that one to go, and a foul over the back by Meswar. I think that's her third, Rick. We'll see.
Yep.
It is with 5:11 to go. It's a 12-point.
That was a big hoop by Wilson. I know they got it down to 10. They're looking to get it into single digits.
Wilson out front there, covering Thibault.
Nice move to the hoop, just wouldn't go.
And
They're getting much better looks at the hoop.
Look at that cross-court pass. And Douglas comes away with it. They trail by 12. They got to get some quick baskets here.
Oh, rejected. Rejected again.
Right.
Nice block the second time by LaShore. Great penetration to the hoop, but then
Absolutely.
they swatted the ball away.
Douglas taking the ball hard to the basket, Rick. Wow. Wow shot there. Here comes Meswar to the shore, and they're going to back it out.
He's going to run clock. 4:24 left of the ball game.
There's a three-pointer by LaShore. Whoa! That's the dagger.
Picked a good time to knock that one down. That's her first 3 of the ball game. Hurricanes only have 2. She and Meswar.
Right. 50-35. Hoosac Valley. We're under 4 minutes now. 3:55 to go in this ball game, and a trip to the Final Four. Wow, that's a kick on the.
Maren Capiello, the senior, are going to get some playing time, some action here, Tim. Reagan Shea will set.
Yep. Maren Capiello, the senior. And a ball stolen away there. LaShore. Oh, great ball movement. Into the chest. Score it. Oh.
Just when they need it, they get it. She used the glass.
Great ball movement there. 52-35. Hoosac Valley can smell it now. That doesn't go. Capiello battling for the rebounding action. It's going to go over to Hoosac Valley. The senior.
No, win or lose, I'm impressed with 8th grader Danami, Tim.
Yeah, no question about that, Rick.
She's battled hard. She had some foul trouble. She's battled. She hasn't had a lot of shots off the glass fall for tonight, but she's going to be a good one. This is going to be an incredible team down the road.
No question. That ball picked off there by the ball. They need to score here and score quickly. Doesn't go. And Meswar on the boards. LeJess clears it away, and LeSure is willing to just settle down and run some clock.
Yeah, we got a foul.
And a foul on the outside there.
That 17-point margin. Well, Hoosac on that 7-0 run now after they cut it to 10.
Yep, no question. And there's Capiello, wheels away from the pressure. And low to Meswar. Capiello thought about it for a minute. Here's LeSure, step back. Doesn't go. But they ran a lot of clock there, Rick.
That's in their favor now.
Wild shot and a put up. That's going to go.
That's
on
Genevieve
the foul.
LeJess, yeah.
Yep. And with a minute
kind of
58
elementary at this point, Tim.
Right. Minute 58 to go.
They got it down to 10. They had the momentum, and then a couple real big hoops up at this end. One of them was, I think the very first one was from.
I think Wilson
Sophie Wilson was the first one, yeah.
Sophie Wilson had one. And then they got the big. Yeah. They got a big three-pointer. They're coming out of the game, Wilson and LeJess, the freshman. And you want to stay with us. We hope to have some post-game interviews here at the conclusion of this one. This Elite Eight matchup between Hoosac Valley and Douglas. Hoosac Valley with the 17-point lead, 52-35, under 2 minutes to go in this one. And they're running clock. Down the lane goes LeSure, doesn't get it to go. Step back, count it for three. That's Ariel LaChant, just an eighth grader. Yeah. I know we've heard.
Well, most of the kids out there are, Tim. You're right. Yeah.
And they're going to call a push foul out front there and time it. And it'll stop the clock. Into the game for
Isabella Tart.
Isabella
for Emma Meswar.
Jr. And Emma Meswar comes out of the game. Some tears there, Rick. You realize this is the final time these seniors are going to play here at Hoosac Valley.
That's right. That's right. It happens to all the student athletes, Tim, and it's very emotional.
Yeah,
Tart goes up a little short.
Yeah, a little bit of emotion there on the bench. And there's that shot, and LeSure. Capiello doesn't get it.
It was online, Tim, just off of the front iron.
Yeah. And there's a timeout on the floor. And Ashlyn LeSure is going to come out of the ballgame.
She's spent. She has wiped that poor young lady, but she put 110% as she does every game.
With 43 seconds to go here, Ashlyn LeSure checks out of this ball game. And as you said, Rick, these two young ladies, of course, we've been covering these games for many years, and we've been following from the time they were freshmen up to, and where's the time gone?
They were just ninth graders. Where did the time go? Went up on the banners is where it went.
Hoosac Valley with a 14-point lead here, 43 seconds to go. And on the outside. And both teams have gone to their bench here. Alana Luciano in the game. Isabella Tart also for Hoosac Valley.
Stolen away.
Ahead, nice play. There's Whittick on the leave out. And she, boy, she went down hard. She is.
Well, there's a reason, Tim, that there's padding
right.
just beyond the hoops for the kids.
Right. Yeah, she's going to shake it off. Boy, she can mix it up with the best of them. We're just an 8th grader. Very, very bright future for that young lady.
We're starting to get used to this 8th grade, 9th grade thing.
Yeah.
Both boys and girls.
Right.
Especially
well,
the girls.
The schools are smaller now, Rick, so it gives an opportunity for
absolutely.
these younger kids.
You have the junior highs in the school.
Right.
Makes them a little bit, that makes them eligible.
Right. And, of course, Rick, tomorrow afternoon, you'll be up at Drury in an Elite 8 matchup between Boston English and the Drury Blue Devils.
Yeah, the Blue Devils last 2 years were knocked out, Tim, by Maynard and by Pioneer Valley, two great programs in that round. So they're trying to make the Final Four for the first time.
And there's Isabella Tart, doesn't get it to go.
Field goal was good.
Yep, 19 seconds to go here. Step back 3 doesn't go. Put back does. Put it in the scorebook here for Addison Trudeau. And there it is, the final score. Hoosac Valley 52, Douglas 40, and Hoosac Valley will go to the Final Four for the 4th consecutive year in Division 5 and will continue to have a chance to defend their Division 5 championship, Rick.
Yeah, it's very emotional out on the floor. A lot of these young ladies with varsity experience as 8th and 9th graders. I don't think there is no senior on the Douglas team, correct?
There was no senior on this Douglas team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8th graders, and at least a couple of freshmen. They have one junior that didn't play in the ball game.
That's right.
Or at least didn't score in the ball game. So we're going to take a very, very short break. I'm going to total up the scoring for both teams as the Hurricanes are getting ready to get awarded the district championship. They're going to go to the Final Four.
Yep. And we'll get out on the floor and see if we can get some interviews.
To your 3-time Final Four, Hoosac Valley girls basketball team. Hoosac Valley team competing next week. We're not sure the game yet. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Come on out for football's parents.
Okay, while Tim is waiting for the girls, Coach Frederick's going to let the kids come out and actually talk before the locker room. So we'll turn it back over to Tim, I guess. I'll give you the final totals after that.
Do I keep this?
We're on the floor here with Emma Meswar, senior for Hoosac Valley. Emma, we saw you come out of the game there at the end. A little bit of emotion. This is it, and you'll never play high school basketball here at Hoosac Valley. How were you feeling there?
It's so sad. This gym is really like no other. The energy, all the red around. It's really one of a kind experience to play here, and to know it's our last game is just really emotional.
Emma, in the first half, we've been watching Hoosac Valley and covering you for a long, long time, and I'll tell you, for the first time I think we ever remembered, we saw you had to come out of a game. You don't ask out of a game very often. What happened there?
I was tired. We were running. That was one of our fastest games that we've gone up and down. I got hit a couple times. I just needed a quick little breather there.
It looked like that was one of your strategies in this game. It looked like you guys wanted to really push the action.
Yeah, that's one of our biggest things is to always push the ball. We know that we might not be the fastest, but we have the most endurance of really all the teams we play. So we really just want to push the pace as fast as we can, get the ball up, and try and score some hoops.
Well, it's on to the Final Four once again.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels great. I've been to a Final Four for 4 years, so it's pretty cool to keep that going.
Yeah, well, I want to, I think we had to correct the athletic director, Jeff Larry, because I believe he said we got absolutely sure we gotta correct the athletic director because I think he said 3 in a row, but I think it's 4 in a row.
Yeah, definitely 4. Yeah.
Well, we'll have to tell him that. But
we
listen,
correct him. Sometimes he doesn't know what he's talking about.
We had to correct you there. We thought it was 4 Final Fours in a row.
Final Fours in a row. Oh.
In any event, listen, Garros, we talked with you, we're on the air with us. You were talking about the emotion here. This is it. You're never going to play here at Hoosac Valley. This has been the site of so many great memories for you guys.
Yeah, it's definitely sad, heartbreaking. At the end of the game, I looked at Emma and I was like, we're never going to play here again.
Well, let me tell you something for both you ladies. First, we want to congratulate you. Wish you the best of luck in the Final Four. And we want to thank both of you. You guys have played with such class over the years. It's been a real delight to watch you ladies play. We've been following you since you were freshmen and talking about you since you were freshmen. And it's just been a real pleasure to watch you guys. You are really great representatives for you, the town, the school, and your families, and you should be proud of yourselves. Congratulations to the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes once again on another Final Four appearance. We'll be following it all the way and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Emma Meswar and Ashley Sure will throw it back to Rick.
Tim, great job down there. Two great seniors, as you said, very emotional, playing their last game here at Hoosac Valley. Well, I'm going to give you the rundown. For Douglas, Lily Denome, who got off to a very slow start, scored all 10 of her points in the second half. She was the only Douglas Tiger in double figures. And for the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, top scorer tonight was Emma Meswar with 17, Ashton LaShore with 14. Genevieve Legesse had 7. Sophie Wilson had 6. 4 for Reagan Shea, and 2 apiece for Gianna Wittick and Hannah Lord for their 52 points. 19 two-point field goals, and only 2 threes tonight, Tim, but they didn't need it. They played so hard, and the pressure and the experience took its toll in this ballgame.
I think that's the story of this game, Rick, and when it's all said and done. This is a talented, young Douglas High School team. They're going to be heard from in the future.
Oh, no doubt about it.
No question about it. But to have to play that pressure and at that pace for 32 minutes, it's tough for a team that young. And in the end, Hoosac Valley wore them down and came out on top once again.
So 52-40, a little bit closer than the 2 previous games, but it should be when you get a little bit higher seed. So Douglas represented their community very, very well with a very, very young team. Most times, these kids are playing varsity ball. They'd be on a 7th and 8th grade travel team. So. Right. It's good for them. They have a very good program. But congratulations to Coach Frederick and his Hurricanes as they venture to the Final Four now and a chance to repeat as D5 Girls State Champs.
And best of luck to Hoosac Valley as they go down as well, Rick. And my final broadcast of the year during the game. Of course, we do high school basketball week. We will be doing that, but you'll be covering Drury in their Elite Eight matchup. So best of luck to the Blue Devils down the road there against English. It's been a great year with our producer-director, Peter Gentile, on board, and we want to thank him. The final here at Hoosac Valley, Rick. Hoosac Valley 52, Douglas 40. They advance to the Final Four for the 4th year in a row. For Rick Bull and Peter Gentile, I'm Tim Morey saying good night from Hoosac Valley.